In 2025, something strange is happening in the American job market, and most people don't even realize it. From coast to coast, high-paying jobs are quietly vanishing from major US states, not to automation or recession, but to Canada. No dramatic headlines, no breaking news, just subtle exits, stealth relocations, and foreign expansions that fly under the radar. Why is this happening? Is Canada truly outcompeting the United States, or are American corporations reacting to something deeper? Political unrest, labor costs, or long-term stability? One thing is certain, this silent shift is reshaping the American workforce. And if your state is on this list, the change might already be underway. Number 10, California. Once the crown jewel of American innovation, California is now seeing its biggest tech players slowly expand elsewhere, particularly in Canada. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Netflix are building new teams in cities like Toronto and Vancouver. Why? Lower taxes, easier immigration, and access to a rising tech talent pool make Canadian expansion a no-brainer. Combine that with California's skyrocketing cost of living and increasingly complex regulations, and it's no wonder companies are hedging their bets up north. For many Californians, the shift is invisible until they find themselves competing with a Canadian for the same remote job. Number 9. New York. The Empire State, long seen as a global financial hub, is quietly bleeding high-level positions. Major banks and insurance giants are decentralizing, moving critical back-office and customer service roles to Montreal and Toronto. It's not just about saving money, it's about escaping heavy labor laws and leveraging Canada's more flexible business environment. The worry now, as AI and automation merge with outsourcing, even white-collar Manhattan jobs are at risk. Number 8. Florida. Florida's hospitality, finance, and healthcare support sectors are facing a hidden crisis. Cruise lines, resorts, and startups once headquartered in Miami are now planting roots in Calgary and Vancouver. Why? Canadian cities offer tax incentives and lower business costs. The result? Over 25,000 jobs have already shifted, and many more may follow. It's a quiet storm, one that no amount of sunshine can disguise. Number 7. Texas. Even the Lone Star State isn't safe. Despite its business-friendly image, Texas is seeing jobs in energy, tech, and logistics quietly drift north. Companies are citing political unpredictability, immigration headaches, and a need for global stability. Canada, with its favorable labor laws and clean energy policies, looks increasingly attractive. Startups that once thrived in Austin are now launching offices in Toronto, drawn by Canada's easier visa programs and robust government support. Number 6. Michigan. For Michigan, the auto industry isn't just history, it's identity. But now, that legacy is under threat. As US tariffs and labor costs rise, manufacturers are expanding operations in Ontario instead. Engineering, logistics, and even R&D jobs are moving across the river from Detroit to Windsor. With every Canadian investment, thousands of Michigan jobs hang in the balance. If this trend continues, the next auto innovation may be stamped Made in Canada. Number 5. Pennsylvania. The steel and manufacturing backbone of Pennsylvania is cracking. Once the industrial pride of America, cities like Pittsburgh are losing out to Canada's cleaner, more efficient, and government-backed factories. With over 400,000 jobs tied to Canadian trade, Pennsylvania businesses are fleeing high energy costs and regulatory gridlock. Some are even calling this the slow death of American industry, happening one job at a time. Number 4. Ohio. Ohio's blue-collar strength was never in question, but in 2025 that grit is being tested. Companies are no longer investing in aging infrastructure or high-cost operations. They're looking north. Canada offers better trade deals, lower healthcare burdens, and aggressive innovation subsidies. As automation grows and remote work expands, Canadian cities are becoming the new base of operations for everything from logistics to software development. Number 3. Illinois. In Illinois, the shift isn't loud, it's calculated. Financial firms, engineering companies, and tech startups are downsizing their Chicago footprint in favor of places like Vancouver and Ottawa. With rising taxes, political instability, and outdated incentives, Illinois is losing its competitive edge. As Canadian provinces roll out startup-friendly policies and lower corporate costs, Illinois is being quietly left behind. Number 2. Washington. Home to tech titans like Amazon and Microsoft, Washington is watching its tech crown slip. These companies aren't abandoning Seattle outright, but they are doubling down in Vancouver. Why? Canadian grants, lower costs, and a highly skilled workforce. Many employees priced out of Seattle are taking jobs across the border. In 2025, Washington is still a tech hub, but one it now shares with Canada. Number 1. Massachusetts. Even Massachusetts, a beacon for biotech and education, is losing ground. In 2025, roles in medical research, clinical trials, and tech development are moving from Boston to Toronto. High taxes and complex regulations make it hard for startups to thrive. So they're not launching in Cambridge anymore, they're choosing Canada. And with it goes innovation, investment, and the next generation of breakthrough jobs.
This isn't just a wave, it's a quiet tide pulling U.S. jobs northward. While politicians argue and businesses adapt, Canadian cities are quietly becoming the new hubs of North American growth. Whether you're in tech, manufacturing, finance, or healthcare, your state could be next.